Bruh, did you pour my milk? Don't do that. What's that?
I'm kind of a big deal.
You don't got the credentials.
Well, that's disrespectful.
What up? What's up?
What's good?
What is going on? Welcome to another episode of the Don't Pour My Milk podcast, baby.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be a great episode.
You feel it?
I feel it.
You feel New York in the air? What's that song?
I feel it, New York in the air, baby. I feel it, man.
I don't think
what
that's
does that be?
I don't know. Yo, bro, you from New York, man?
I'm trying real hard.
Can we help
That was
you
like
with
an eight-town stomp.
Yeah, what's up?
That was the whoa.
All right, so this is the New York air I was talking about right here.
Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it raging out in the sky.
That was the vibe.
So listen, we're going to start off and introduce ourselves. They call me Mr. Knockout, Fantasy Football, and I got my dude to the side.
It's your boy O. You already know. Follow me down there.
So we got a great guest today, baby.
Yes, sir.
Woo! It's Pump Fake Dave. Woo!
Yo, Dave, you famous, B.
A little something.
Yeah.
Guest
most
appearance.
requested, the most
Guest
requested.
appearance, you know. Do it like I do it for TV, as Cat would say.
Woo!
They got the,
So, Dave, we
got
have
the
a
Ric Flair out
We got a
there.
question. How long you been pump faking, bro?
I mean, what we told him. Oh my God! Look at this here. Good, Kenny. Look at this.
For over the last 5 years, I guess. You know what I mean?
Dave, have
But
you
it's-
ever
but-
passed the ball?
Start.
Nah, I'm Kobe all the way, baby. We don't pass the rock, baby. We do a little window shopping here
Yeah,
and there.
you're a window
You know what
shopper
I'm saying?
too.
Use a window shopper. Mad at me. I think I know why.
Do a little window shopping, throw the pieces out there, see what you can get for them. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Yo, Dave, you know what? I always make the joke. I said, Dave will see a Benz for $10 and be like, yeah, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'm like, it's a $10 Benz, bro. He'll be like,
Oh, man.
yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna
get back
Let
to
me
you.
tell you something. If a dude ever say, I'm gonna let you know if anything, he ain't gonna let you know.
That's New York talk, though.
That's New York talk.
Only cats from New York talk.
Oh,
Yeah, they know how
We
to
know,
talk
we
like
know,
that,
we
baby.
know.
We do know. Yo,
Queen's
like we said
finest.
before, I was just about to get into that.
Yeah, talk about it.
I'm wearing my hat
Where we saw that.
because I don't want to show what's underneath.
If you need a guy, I got a guy.
Where's the guys at, man?
Queen's finest, man. And we wearing Queen's finest right now. You got to rep where we from. We from Queens. You know what I'm saying? And they got the sharpest cuts in Queens and the best apparel.
Okay.
Check them out.
I'm going to look
Down
into
below.
that. See me as a different dude on the next episode. Thanks,
sir.
Queen's Finest. All right, so we're going to get into the mix, right? We got my man Pump Fake Dave here. You know, we're going to keep that.
I don't like that, B.
All right, let's.
I don't like
let's
that.
Talk, let's give
We
it
gotta,
this real-
we gotta switch
Yo,
that up now.
Yo,
You know what I
Dave,
mean?
introduce yourself,
Listen,
bro.
I'm Dave, aka Pump Fake Dave, aka Lefties are the best.
Okay.
Oh, lefty.
Follow me down
Lefties are
below.
the best, man.
All
You
right,
are the best.
Follow him down below, yeah.
no more of that. All right, we cutting that out from,
But, all right, so-
right now, so
so
everybody
Dave-
knows who I am,
All
right?
right, everybody knows who you are, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Where you get this name from, Pump Faking?
I think it came from you.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying, but where does it come from? It came from me, but where does it stem from?
It
Dave?
stems from fantasy, from window shopping, just testing the waters. You know what I mean? Throw a piece out there, see if
Yeah.
you can get $3 out of it when it's really worth $1. you know.
Dave, every single year. You remember that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he was like, why does he love me? How come he don't want me, man? You had me feeling like you was going to pick me up a couple times.
I remember that year.
Yeah.
We almost had a deal.
So many times, I'm like, yo, this guy's pump faking again, bro. Like, yo, every single time I think we have a deal on the table. Has he ever did it to you, Scott? Talk about it.
He's done it to me many times. Where he throws me something, and he has me sitting there waiting for days.
So he's a habitual pump faker?
He is an habitual pump faker.
All right. But he says lefties are the best. So talk about it, man. Talk about your experience on...
As far as in the league?
Yeah, talk about it.
Oh, man. Our league is different. A lot of different managers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mean to put it out there like that off the
Not
break,
put it out
but
there. This is, we
you
share.
know,
It's just us. It's just us.
a lot of different managers out there. Some people like to linger. Some people just talk trash. Others just don't know what they're doing, but really don't care. But you know, I'm not here to pour nobody milk.
You're not. You didn't ask him the question, bro.
We're gonna get to
my
it.
fault.
We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna let him continue to talk.
Nah, guys,
You got it.
ask him the
You got
questions that the people want to know.
The first question we usually ask everyone is, how do you pour your milk?
Full to the brim with 2 cubes of ice.
Is that cereal with ice?
Watery milk sounds like a nightmare.
There's more ice than cereal.
I'm just gonna refuse. That's disgusting.
Ooh.
That's about but
We getting
look,
some
there's a
different
lot more
answers.
people. There's a lot more people that like a lot of milk. I told you, you splashes out there, yo. Oh, you gonna leave me hanging? Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people out there. 2 cubes of ice?
2 cubes.
So you like to keep it cold, but you like it overflowing with milk.
Nice and even.
Your cup runneth over.
Always.
I see it.
Always.
I see it.
As you can see in the team, you know what I mean?
I see you out there. You outside today. He outside, man.
So talk to us really quickly about your strategy and in your journey within our league within the past years you've been playing.
The strategy for me is always to be balanced. The way that I draft every year is always balanced. No holes in the team. That's what I try to aim for. Depending upon the draft, depending upon who's taken early, who's taken late, you might see me not pump fake and make a move every so here and there, but it's always early.
Okay.
Never late. Yeah, that's
the strategy.
That's the strategy every year for me. So that way, I get to get the pump fake a little bit.
I always see this guy. He's always in the DMs. He always wants to make a trade, but he always drafts well enough where he doesn't need to make the trade, and that's why Nigerians will say he's making yanga. You know what to be yanga? Like he just teases. He's a tease.
No, I've experienced
Dave, I'm
it.
saying
I've
you
been
here.
there.
You be
I've
teasing
been
people.
there.
It is
Kinda
what
like,
it is,
this
man.
is my
you
thing.
show a little, and then you just cover it right up like that. You show
This
a little,
is how
and you
close.
cover it right up.
You know how close I
What's
was to
that about?
Kiddos last year.
I don't get it.
Nah, we was very close. Lucky you didn't go through with that deal.
Yeah, I got to third
You would've
base
been
and
actually,
everything.
yeah, you would have been off the
Yeah, I
site.
got the third base and everything, man.
Because actually, Kittles wound up getting
Then put his hands
wound up
all
getting,
over
yeah.
it, and you just told him to go home.
Oh man, he didn't want to do it though. He didn't want to do
It
it.
was a little too rich for my blood.
Yeah,
man.
he didn't want to do it. But we was
Little too
almost
rich.
probably that would have been the first deal that we ever made too, right?
No, have we made them?
Small deals.
Okay, we've made
Off the
small.
break,
We've not.
right?
We haven't made a splash.
But that would have been a splash.
We haven't made a splash.
I think it was like for Cooper Cup and George Kittle, I think.
That's why. I was telling you Cooper Cup.
And I think
straight up.
I think he put the chakra on me. Because as soon as we let that deal didn't go in, guess who got hurt?
You gotta thank God for unanswered prayers, bro. I be telling y'all.
Or your prayers that was answered. Which one?
So listen, we're
Unanswered
a little past mid-season. I do want to get into just explaining why we're talking in this particular manner. We want you to be searching on the waivers to pick up your players, making sure you're doing that. But we want to give you a little more insight into our league, which is why we kind of brought Dave on to speak to a few things, right? This episode is called Law 19, all right? It's going to be called
Talk
Law
about
19.
it.
We're going to go in depth with some more questions for Dave, but I want you, O, to talk about what does Law 19 mean for those folks out there who don't know.
Well, Law 19 is what I've been preaching all year to people. Know who you are dealing with. And the second part is, and be careful not to offend the wrong person. That's all I'm going to say.
So it's like
Law
an
19.
AKA,
I mean,
know your role and shut your mouth, right?
that's a great definition and that's a great summation.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this has a little story behind it. So I mean, can someone give me some insight into why we're doing the Law 19 episode? Because I'm very curious.
OJ. What's up?
Dave, no tact. You call it OJ, you got to come up on the show at this point. Once you got your government out here, you got to come up on the show.
OJ, I tried to tell you, bruh.
Shut your damn mouth.
No linger, B.
So them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger, no linger.
Just know your role.
Shut your damn mouth.
So talk about it, Dave, since you brought him
all
up.
right, so here's the thing.
Talk to
Everybody knows that any trade talk that goes on, any trades that go through, what do you guys usually do?
But don't tell nobody.
You talk trash in the chat, or you just ease back?
Shut up. You shut up.
You
Shut up.
This guy doesn't know how to do that, B.
You know what it is? You heard the story about the scorpion and the frog? I was telling his bestie, Scorpion and the frog. You know, you've heard it before, right?
Yeah.
Scorpion goes to the frog and says, "Please, I can't swim. Help me across the pond." The frog says, "If I help you across the pond, you're gonna sting me." He said, "I need you to go across the pond, so I cannot sting you because we both die." The guy said, "You know what? I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna take you across this pond." So the frog takes the scorpion halfway through the pond and feels a warm sensation, and he says, "Scorpion, why did you sting me?" And the scorpion said, "Because I'm a freaking scorpion." And they both died. See, the point of the story is you are who you are, even if it means a detriment to yourself sometimes. So I had a conversation with certain managers, I won't name any names, and they told me there was a tiger. And I said, "So that means you have stripes?" I said, "Yeah." And I told them right back, "I'm a lion and I got this huge mane. Should I shave my mane or my beard because of you? So if you can't change your stripes, why do you want me to shave my mane? We are who we are." So everybody moves different, you know. I just move like a G, silent like lasagna, you know what I mean? You already know, son. You already know.
Oh, I got it. You get it? Like the G silence.
Cat. Yo.
He doing it again, B.
He doing it again,
yo.
Cat. Yo, Cat.
Oh, it took me a second. I said,
Everybody's welcome to the show.
Oh, man.
OJ, he's talking about you directly. I ain't say no name.
Listen.
Come up to the show
You
and
just
explain
gotta,
yourself.
I mean, like I explained to him numerous of times, you just have to be humble, right?
See, the humble thing is a very tricky thing, right? See, if a man tells the next man to be humble, like if a man tells you to be humble, how do you take that? You take it wrong.
Who you talking to? Telling me to be humble? What?
That's what
it's
I'm
kind of
saying.
like a threat.
It's like, yo, humble.
But I'm talking to him like
there's truth to it, though.
See, when I talk to OG, it's like my little brother. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My little brother, big brother, little brother talk.
Talk about it.
I'm trying to teach you, man. This is the way of life. This is the way of the world.
Drop gems.
Be easy, brother.
So not to only get into our business, I want people, I always do a call to action. If you got somebody in your league that cannot help but to show their stripes, even if it means the detriment to themselves, please drop their name in the comments so we can say what's up to them. All right. So let's talk more about it.
When you come into this league, you have to know the managers, right?
Of course.
Yep.
It's although it's a league of politics, right? You know,
very much so.
right? Oh, I like that smirk.
My dad used to be a mayor.
Wait, no. That's a real G smirk. He was like, You know what I mean?
This is politics, bro.
He's just
It
saying.
is. It is. I learned that.
But going back to what I was saying is that you got to know who you can deal with, who's on your side, who's not on your side, and how you play the game, right? How you play the game is, you know what? How you play the game is how you play the game. I'm not going to say how I do it. I'm not going to say how you do it. I know you. I'm not going to say how Cat does it, even though he's holding my back up over there. You know what I mean? Just because. But, you know, no punchlines over there. We still cool.
I told you I was a hater. I told you.
He definitely is.
So Dave, basically, and essentially what you're saying is that, and this is what I was telling people. I said, this game that we're playing, right, is like Squid Game, right? It makes sense to team up and have alliances to further your ambition so you can get further in the game. But we can't lose sight of it. And shout out to the champ. You got to play to win.
Yeah.
The problem that a lot of managers have is they play to be right.
Yep.
And they don't play to win. And when you play to be right,
talk about it.
We on the show. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Playing to be right means I'm gonna hold on to this guy that I drafted for too long because I drafted him. I want to be right.
We talked about
And
that before.
you're not getting rid of the baggage early.
Yep.
You know, I dropped Naeem Hines. You picked him up, right?
Had
Because
to.
it makes more sense to you
For my
'cause
roster, absolutely.
for your backup.
Yep.
He was holding up space on mine, and I had to say, you know what? I gave up a piece for him, but he's ultimately not going to help my team. So I'd rather win than to be right. Understanding the rules and regulations of a league, your league, our league, right? You got to understand, like, if you got a trade out there, let's call a spade a spade. If you got a trade out there and you are in a league of savages that other managers have a say so on whether you get that trade, you gotta listen to what's the name, Kendrick, and say, damn,
it's levels to it. You and I know. Be humble.
Be humble.
Yeah.
Mute the chat. Take a walk.
I just got that.
This
he
guy
got a
got
song. Oh, you be getting me, man. I be like,
And look,
I be going left. You hit me right. I be like, yo, where we coming at?
Look, I got nothing but love for every single person in this league. OJ in particular is a very strong manager.
Yep.
The league needs people like him, right? But the problem with being the smartest person in the room, right, is that you leave yourself open for attack. Because when you think you're too smart, people that are playing dumb can get the one up on you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is not to talk about just OJ or first of all, let's stop calling him by his name. His name is Let's Pretend
He knows
I
football.
Knows Football, which is a genius name. But we have to learn how to play the game. You understand? There's only one survivor, right? And you cannot do it alone.
The big
so
picture,
you can't
right?
ruffle so much feathers. Being humble, that's a matter of opinion. If a man tell me to be humble, I'm gonna take it a type of way. You know what I'm saying? But me understanding
sort of
who I
truth to it,
am,
though.
true. But understanding
Some sort of truth to it.
Understanding the game means, okay, you know what? I gotta understand what our ultimate goal is.
I think
survival.
The big picture behind everything is that we all know fantasy is about the camaraderie of it and coming together and like playing the game, and that's why we kind of brought this into it. But there's aspects of fantasy that always kind of spill over into like what you're doing behind getting like the players. So like that's why we're bringing up the Law 19. Kind of know who you working with and who you playing with, no matter how small.
Don't forget about that second part of the law.
Yeah.
Be careful who you offend.
When you walk in, sexy
touch.
Yo, you gotta put it in.
No.
You know when you said
touch.
Go ahead, Dave.
Touch.
when you walk in.
Touch.
Okay.
Nah, shout out to OJ.
Shout out to
OJ though,
play,
man.
pretend.
Let's pretend he knows
Let's
football.
pretend I know football. Shout out to him. He's a league champ. He knows what
But
he's
wait,
doing.
what about Cant Wait?
Okay, let's talk about it. He okay. And this is another part of it.
Right? Is it?
It's not only let's pretend he knows
Yeah,
football.
it's not, I don't think for me it wasn't.
For some people it wasn't.
For you, it wasn't.
For some people it was.
Oh, so let's talk about it then.
Can't Wait has always been an antagonizer. We've been asking you to come on the show. Matter of fact, Can't Wait needs like a mini series at this point.
Yeah,
he needs like a mini series to explain himself. But a lot of people, when you ruffle feathers and your fate is in other managers' hands, what do you expect to happen?
Yeah. Just recently got called out, right?
Yeah,
I mean, from saying one thing.
We talked about it. We talked about it on an episode.
Yeah. Saying that he vetoes everything.
They show the stripes.
Saying that he vetoes everything. Shout out to Wayne for that, Mr. Archive.
The archive. Shout out to
man.
And
shout out to you.
Yo, I told you he's Mr. Robot.
And
that joint was from 2008, bro.
2018, B. That's 3 years ago. You gotta watch that, man. He's dangerous. Dangerous.
So what did he say? What did he say in the chat? He said what?
He said when a trade comes up, he vetoes everything. He don't even look at it. Everything. His exact words: everything. Everything.
Okay.
And then what did he change up this year?
And then what did he say this morning when he got touched?
He said, "Oh man, it's about pride." Chimney, come on, B. Pride? You?
I love this league, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Listen, it's fun.
It's fun.
Every year, like you just look forward to it.
You just look
right?
forward to it.
It's always some sort of antics.
Yeah,
right?
it's something, man. And it's all love at the end of the day. Everybody in the league, we all got love for each other. You know, it's nothing personal. It's just we all trying to play. We all trying to win. 100%. Right? I'm playing against you. I'm playing
Absolutely.
against you. Yeah. Yo, I tell people all the time: no permanent friend, no permanent enemies. Only permanent what? Interest. There you go.
Oh,
you know
you waiting for me to say it?
No, yeah,
it's his line. He's supposed to say it. He wasn't supposed to finish it up for him.
They clearly haven't remember what I've been saying.
It's your line,
The interest is to win. You know what I mean? So
still was your line.
I'm not trying to be right.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. Dave.
Talk to me.
You on the show for the first time, man.
I am.
You feeling it? You liking everything? How's the show affected the league for you?
The show is actually great. It makes it even more fun, right? You know, when they called me out. Pump Fake Dave.
Yo, the producer was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's Pump Fake."
Oh, that's Pump Fake Dave.
He was so excited.
Oh,
he was so excited. He was like, "That's Pump Fake."
Man.
I like, "Yeah, that's Pump Fake."
So now I'm here in the flesh, but it's actually great. It's great to see the movements that you guys are making.
Appreciate it.
Good to see a lot of the content being brought out there. And I'm pretty sure the other managers out there that's following, they'll be on the show soon.
You know who you are. Stop dodging us. We got Pump Fake up here, so you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I told you, easy.
my bad.
Easy.
Lefties are the best.
Yes,
that was thick. I think that was thick.
We do what we do like we doing it for TV, baby.
Yes, sir.
Listen, thank you guys so much for following the show. Thank you, Dave, for coming on the show.
Appreciate you, man.
We appreciate your insight and you sharing as much as you've done.
Friend to the show for life.
All right. So we're going to end it off with you this time. Yo, Dave, what they got to do?
Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below. Make sure you Pump Fake too. Get the best value for your bang for your buck, baby. All right?
Pass the ball, Dave.
Nah,
Pass the ball, Dave.
It's Kobe.
Peace.
Easy.
That was good.
Dope.